everyone. Are we live? I think we are. Live. Let's see if we are live. Amanda, let me start by lighting up. Yasu. Hi, everyone. Just lighting some sage. I don't know if Facebook is there. Say hello if you are there. How are we? All the way from Wyndham. Who is KSP? Who are you? What's your name, KSP? It's almost like rhymes with KFC, right? Other way. Let me smoke us and eat some sage. Welcome to our weekly Soul Talk with me, Sharon, the Soul Alchemist, all the way in Melbourne. Interesting times we are having. Lovely people. Claudia, hello. Ciao, Bella. Right. So let us, a little bit of sage, a little bit of Palo Santo, a little bit of joy, and a little bit. So my people on, hey Beck, can you hear me well? Because we need to check that I'm doing two together. So just checking out today, a lovely Thursday night, and I hope that you are all well. Tonight we are going to chat about own it and enjoy it, right? So we need to, hi Ellie, כל הדרך מתל אביב. Let us enjoy, let us see, let us be. I don't know why it's like this. Croatian, okay, salute. Today we're going to talk about, so let's see if it's going to be better. I don't know, I don't want to look cross-eyed and to look everywhere. So we are here today at on this Thursday. What is the day today? I'm not sure. I'm joking. Today is the 30th of the 9th. And how do I know? Because I've been sitting for the most of the day to write to you a beautiful newsletter. So if you are a member of my mailing list, I've prepared some special tips, especially for you, and writing. Oh, Shalom Barbara. Welcome. Today, wondering about everything that I had worked through the week and through messages that came through. And by the way, I have to stop and say, with us here, there's a lovely gentleman from Israel. And it's interesting because I have an older sister. Well, I'm the youngest of four. Anyway, so I gave my sister, she went to Israel, and I gave her one of my pendants. I said that it's for protection. You see, Elim, מדברים עליך. And she went to the market, and this is the joyful parts of Israel, beautiful market. Anyway, so this gentleman had stopped her and asked her, what is that? And then he approached her, she told me, I just rang him, and we had this beautiful, lovely connection. So this is how it works. Energy just flows. So the question is if we are all ready to flow, ready to be authentic, ready to be who you are and what you are. And it is wonderful. I have to tell you that about 3 hours ago, I was so exhausted that I said, I don't know if I'll be able to do this live because I was buggered. And as some of you know, I am hunting for a new home because this beautiful home of mine is being bought by the railway of Victoria. And I was waiting to hear about this beautiful Yasu from Greece. I have some Greek ladies, but Greece itself, amazing. And this beautiful property that I wanted to play with fell off. So I was so bummed. Doesn't matter, there are others, right? There are other properties there that will be better for me and have a good name for me. So that's what I'm praying for. That's it, simple as that. So who else has been feeling buggered? Who else have been feeling bombarded? Who else have been feeling all this energy? You know, in Judaism, we literally celebrated in the last 2 or 3 days the holiday, well, it's actually 8 days, but the last weekend was the Chag, the final Chag of Sukkot, which is Simchat Torah, which is the happiness of the Bible, the happiness of the Torah. And it felt for me, it's like the end of the end of the end. And I don't know if you remember that last week I was reading to you from the book of Genesis, the book of Bereshit, about the beginnings. But it's almost like it is the end of the end. And it's like day 356, and it's like, I can't do it anymore. Day, 237 of lockdown, and it is oh so tiring. People, my dear viewers, don't give up. If I was Kate Bush, don't give up, cause I still, whatever the song is, I can't remember it, but I just remember the don't give up. So we're not allowed to give up. We are not allowed to stop. Remember, the darkest moment, the time of the night, is a second before dawn. I was actually reading this philosophical story about this rabbi who was so important for him to be at the synagogue for that specific time. This is not a religion lesson, by the way. And legamre, you see, ala panim. So basically, he fell asleep. And he said he wanted to rush to the darkest moment of the night, which is just before dawn. So remember, even if you're feeling tired, even if you're feeling exhausted, even there is something bigger, there is something better, there is something that we just simply don't know yet. And this is where we need to stay connected. I'm not sure why the sound is not good there, beautiful people. I'm so sorry. Is that all right? I'm not sure. So, my question for you is, what does it mean to own your actions, to own your responsibility, to own your ability? Write to me. What does it mean to own you? The sound is good on Insta, but not on Facebook, so it seems. Maybe it's just this phone. Doesn't matter. We will fix it maybe for next week. I will do some more practice. So here's what happened. Here's something I prepared earlier. You know how I like to make it with all colors and everything. Um, Let me ask you some questions. Firstly, the first question, do you feel that you, that you own yourself, that you can feel responsible and have the ownership for who you are and what you are? Do you? Answer me yes, no, maybe, I'm not so sure. Because all this tiredness, all of that, it's like we have given other energies and other thoughts to take over us. And I'm saying, bugger with that. We are not going to let them all take over. I want you to own yourself. Okay? And what does it mean to own yourself? It only simply means that you have allowed external events to affect you. Okay? So it can be so. It can be the global energy. Okay? Even that earthquake that happened last week, see, we can almost forgot about it. But my friend Baxter said that her sister who live in Yei, they still felt a few other extra earthquakes. So the fact that we didn't feel it here, pardon me, the fact that we didn't feel it here, it doesn't mean that it's not still happening, okay? So what shake do you need to be shaken in order to make the change that you're looking for? As soon as you will own yourself, you won't need to be shaken. Remember, redemption will come either way. Are you going to be part of it, or are you going to be suffering with it? Okay? Yes. The earthquake came and it was so strong to move you from the other BS, you know? What's LOZ, live? So, okay, let me start with some questions. some hard questions. When you have done something wrong, will you own it? When you have done something that you are not happy with, will you then put the excuses or blame other people, or will you take ownership of it? Sometime you don't know what is right and what is wrong. Sometimes you don't know how to interpret what is right and what is wrong. Sometimes you feel like a victim, and you might be legit victim, yet it could be part of your action before. Does that make sense? Now, Cass, good to see you. Sometimes we own too much. Sometimes we own other people's crap. Make sense? You don't need to own everything. You just need to own what is yours. Okay? And that's what we need to do it. So I guess one of the first tools, I'm sorry to hear that, Claudia. I can write to me in private and I will try to see if I can help you with that. What if we will swap self-criticism with inspiration? What if we will allow ourselves to be more friendly to ourselves? What if we will allow our true potential to lead us the way? Because when we are blaming ourselves, we are blocking our actions. I have a beautiful client that is watching us, and she said that her tailbone, her coccyx, was sore for 18 months. 18 months. And after the session, things started to release. She was able to go again, and she's seen other therapists, and it didn't fully work. What it is, you need to get to the core. And once that you're getting into the core, everything will move. Because when you are going into that fight, flight, freeze, guess what? Your brain is actually shut down. You have here a part that's called the Corpus Callosum and left and right brain. Corpus Callosum shuts down. It's a bunch of fibers. You can't think. You know when you say, I can't think, I can't think, I can't think. You can't think. We're moving into the reptilian mind, to the reptilian brain, and we are, hey, Krina, okay, talk to me then. Send me a personal message. I'll sort it for you. And that's where just the emotion of fight, flight, or freeze coming through. If you have soreness in your upper body muscles, this is the flight. This is the fight. Sorry, you're ready to fight. If you have soreness in your leg muscle or pelvis down, this is the flight. It's been too much. And when you're in the freeze, it can come all over because you can't really move anymore. You've been doing it for too long. So I want you as well to observe your body pain and see where is the actual suffering. And then it can be internal because people with problems in their kidneys, it is fear. People with and bladder, dread and terror. People with problems in their liver, it's anger and frustration. People with problems with their lung, it's grief. That is all according to the traditional Chinese medicine that the kinesiology is based upon. Okay? And the correlation and the mapping of the muscles goes according to chiropractic, and that is what kinesiology is. It is a combination of kinesiology, of chiropractic, and traditional Chinese medicine. So the question is, how deep is the pain? How long have you been actually suffering within your body? And isn't it enough? Don't you want to stop with that? And this is where we need to make the difference. Joy. So, how long have you been in pain? Any form of pain? And where is the location of it? Is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it mental? Or is it spiritual? Does that make sense? So this is where you need to allow yourself to really connect. Now, how long have you been looping? I had a person who came, and he was actually in America. He came to to see me virtually, and he had this episode where he didn't sleep for a long time. Insomnia galore, pain galore from the beginning of the Rona last year, 18 months, big balagan, big mess. However, when I spoke to him and then his beautiful wife joined the session, she actually reminded him that it happened 10 years ago as well. So currently it's like the end of the world, right? However, when you actually look at it, it is just a repetition of something that happened from the past. So when you are coming for a session, it's like, when did it start? What is the core? When is the first time that you actually started to feel it? And this is where all the action sits. Konnichiwa. So, how are you going to figure it out? So, Catherine, you're saying your right shoulder. Your right shoulder is what we're carrying on, right? Right side is the masculine side. You're either waiting for a man or you're waiting for the man to fix it, or it is your own masculine side. So what is it within your masculine side, within your action side, within your doing side that you're actually not doing? Why not to do things that potentially are good for you? Or maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you need that extra support there that you don't have it. Does that make sense, Catherine? Do you have any questions? Well, Liv, I can't say anything, can I? So then, um, and I think I told you last week I had an interview with this Israeli channel. And through that, I had other clients that came through from Israel. And it's interesting how, when I work with Israeli clients from Israel, it was so many past lives. The level of awareness there is deep from the moment of creation. So we're going deep um, into that level of extra beginning. So, for example, here we have a contra, pain in the left shoulder. Again, shoulder is carrying, shoulder, you carry the world upon your shoulders, right? Left side is the feminine side, intuition side, and the ability to connect through to your own wisdom, to your own intuition, and listen to the signs and the messages that are being broadcast to you. So again, are you ignoring your spiritual side? Are you ignoring your feminine side? Are you just stuck in action? Right, Cass? So this is what you need to do. And see how long the pain has been sitting there. And see if it's a reaction of something or someone that came to your life or behind you. Right? Is there a woman that betrayed you? Is there a man on the right side that betrayed you? Okay, it can be as well like a stab at the back. It really depends where the pain is, because you have the scapula, you have the part of the liver, you have the part of the spleen, and spleen and pancreas is about the sweetness of life. So when people have, for example, diabetes, it's usually about the sweetness of life. However, when people have, in the Chinese medicine, the emotion that's relating to the spleen or pancreas is about rejection. It's about betrayal. It's about dramas. So how many dramas have been coming through? The right big toe hurts. Okay, I guess today we're flowing with what it is, right? So the big toe is the end of the liver meridian. And the liver meridian, it's about anger, it's about frustration, it's about that ability to move on. And as well, the big toe is the balance for the body. And that's why in diabetes, they're very cautious when they want to cut. This is actually the balancing for the body. Okay. Now, so let's focus on a certain pain if we can. Let's focus on what do you think that needs to be made more accountable for you. Okay? Well, in my book, 28 Lessons in Self-Mastery, there is a chapter about all the elements. It comes actually in addictions. When we do the course, I tell you much more about it. And actually, I've been doing the course on Zoom, and it's been going amazingly. So even if I can tell you with myself, I thought that I was reluctant to do the course, to teach it not in person, to be honest with you. And I am so positively surprised, because energy is energy and it doesn't matter. So this is where we are still sharing the energy. Like you can feel my vibrancy, like you can feel the energy, like you can feel my love for all of you, including you, Linton. All my love for you. This is because this is energy and you can feel it, even though I'm here in my Caulfield little abode and just sending you the love and light. And even that I was so tired before, I'm not anymore. Do you know why? Because I'm doing what I love. And yes, I'm giving it to you for free. If you'll choose to buy any of my products, amazing. But that's not why we do that. We do that to share the love. I do it because my guide has guided me to do that. And I want you guys to feel better, especially in this crazy, mad time. So, do you have any questions so far? And Haruka, we are talking about owning your energy, taking ownership. I don't want to hear anymore. I'm scared of money. I don't want to work. I don't know what to do with the money. I don't know, da da da. No more. No more, I don't know. When clients come to see me, you all know, those who have seen me, why is it happening? I don't know. I do not exist. Let's dig. Let's dig to the core. And once that we have the core, release it. And then you're free. And this is where the magic happens. You are just getting free. Liv, what are you pushing Glory to ask something? What do you want to ask? You ask. So, how many times did you feel that your opinion doesn't count? That you say something and they just don't. Thank you, Cassandra. Claudia, I mean, not Cassandra, just Kay, sorry. Um, how many times do you feel that your opinion doesn't matter? You don't matter. Alexa, you're sending me. I can't read it while I'm talking. This. Send me little sentences. Um, you don't matter. But you know what? You don't matter to others because you don't matter to you. As soon as you will be mattering to you, and I know that most of you here will be empaths, we are being affected by the narcissist in our life. But guess what? Yeah, they bring you down or they break you down. Yes, Barbara, now you matter to you, but before that you didn't, right? So it's about that moment when you decide that you are matter. Forget Black Lives Matter, forget Jews matter, forget everyone else matters. Freaking me too. Get up and be matter to you. With all respect to all those matter. Of course they matter. But you matter. And once that you matter to you, everyone else will matter. Does that make sense? We're all fighting for everyone else. But what about fighting for you? Where is your voice? This is where the change needs to happen, right here, right now. You ask it right here, right now. What if they say to you that you talk too much? They don't have to listen, darling. They don't have to listen. If you speak something that is important to you, no, none of you you don't have to stay. I spoke to less people, but if I change one person perception, If I able to speak to one person and hopefully give them an ounce of hope so they won't go and waste themselves, I've saved the whole world. How many of you ever thought of what's the point? And when you're thinking, what's the point? This is the beginning of the downward spiral. And there is a point. Otherwise, why do you think that you came to this world? Why do you think that you came to this lifetime? Do you think that that's your only life? Yalla, bye. Nice to meet you. Go. This is not your only life, and this is probably not your last life. Okay? You have a mission. My job is to try to wake you up to remind you your own mission. I'm not supposed to do your mission. You're supposed to do your mission. You. But what is the mission? The mission is to give permission to yourself to live your life to your highest level. You hear the train? That's why they're buying me. They're going to expand it. So then, not just to own it, what if you will actually enjoy it? What if you will enjoy your life? What if you will enjoy this process? What if you will actually be so amazing and enjoy everything in your life? That means that you are the kings and the queens of your life. Why not? Does that make sense? You are doing it, Babs. You're doing an awesome job. And that is where I want you to own. So whatever you do, whether it's right or wrong, own it. Own it. I have a student and she was supposed to do the course, but she had a very big night the night before, and she just had to take consequences and stay in bed so she can have the energy to do the course at 3 o'clock. And she did. She did, and she was great. And she learned the lesson. Does that make sense? She had a Zoom party, and they stayed all very late. Does that make sense to you? Okay, do you have any questions for me? What if they say, yeah, you talk too much, they don't have to listen? Okay, so narcissist and empath will be always in the dance that will try to break. Narcissist will try to break you. Empath will try to justify the narcissist and then stay there for a bit longer, and then they'll get confused. And once that they get confused, they stay stuck. And then comes, it's like the battered housewife syndrome, because you are not allowing yourself to really express yourself because you put the other person on pedestal. And once that the other person is on pedestal, hi Fiona, once that the other person is on a pedestal, they're more important. And once that they are more important, what's the point of having you there? So a lot of people, and may I say more women, unfortunately, may get dazzled by their narcissist partners. And again, it doesn't matter whether it's a male or a female partner, but they are not allowing themselves to really be fully fulfilled. And this is where you need to provide yourself with your own self-belief, with your own abilities to be connected to your true essence. So once that you own it, you can actually enjoy it. And if someone doesn't like it, here's the door. Because once that you know you, what's the difference? If I like to wear navy today and you say, oh my God, Sharon, navy doesn't look good on you. I'll say, okay, but I still like it, so I'll wear it. I'll check it. If I disbelieve it, then I'll check it at another time and I'll say, okay, I'll try pink or I'll try this. But I will do it from my point of view of checking, not because that other told me. I'll listen to what other tell me. Of course I will listen, always. But then I'll still do what's right for me. Does that make sense? In order to come out of your fight, flight, and freeze, there are a few tips that I can provide you with. One of them immediately is breathing. Because remember, when you are under anxiety, you will have a shallow breath. Once that you have a shallow breath, you're hypertensioning your body. Once that you're doing this, it's not going to be the right thing for you. You need to start with a deep breath all the way down to your tummy. 1, 2, 3. If you can do it in 5 or in 7 even, it's the best. You hold it and then you slowly exhale. And every time that you breathe in, you put in white light. Every time. And then you hold it, you let it almost like exchange the energy, and then you breathe out all the stress and the negativity. What do I have here? A candle. Why is that? Ner, nefesh ruach. It burns all the negative energy. Does that make sense? That is one thing with breathing. The other thing to immediately release your fight, flight, freeze is smile. When you're smiling, can you see how those muscle goes up? They're telling to the brain, it's actually okay. And that's why a lot of time the laughter yoga is actually releasing all this energy. Okay? Does that make sense? Oops, I didn't see his stuff. How is another way I can release anger? To release anger, you have all kinds of things. First of all, did you know that 3 minutes of anger, thanks, Sparks, 3 minutes of anger debilitate your immune system for 8 hours. 3 minutes, 8 hours. 3 minutes, 8 hours. F you over. Is that what you want? Nope. And how is that? Well, actually, I had a surgeon, Hawaiian surgeon, he's the papa. He said after 5 minutes of anger, it has been proved in the medical world that there is like truckloads, his words, of toxicity coming through the body. So is that what you want, to steam and to brew on this anger? No. If you want to be angry between 30 seconds to 1 minute, but make it worth it. If you want to scream in the car, window closed, please, and loud music. You can sing. No, 3 minutes makes toxicity. You can be angry for 30 seconds, but extreme. Stop, Barbara, to lure me with songs. Let it go. Let it go. Yes. So when you are releasing the anger, you can sing, because actually the earth element is the opposite and controlling the wood element. So we have fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. The wood is being controlled by the earth, and the earth is singing and the wood is shouting. And the fire is actually laughing, because when you're in love, this is where the heart is. You you laugh, you laugh, you laugh. The metal element is oh, this is the lungs, it's the moaning, and the bladder is crying, salty tears. That's the bladder and the kidney. So yes, sing. Sing is a very good one. And that's where you sing, that's where you take over. Another way to release anger is to punch. Punch a pillow, not people. Punch a pillow, punch the boxing. You can as well write it down and then burn it. You can drown it, not the person. I say the writing. And as such. Okay, is that enough for you there, Liv? Is that enough information? Awesome. Thanks, Cassie, for noticing what. Now, yes, so 2 questions for you. So you know how we are in ISO all the time? A lot of people are trying to escape it because they will be busy with substances, with alcohol, with water, with social media, with doing all kinds of things that are really not necessary. And why do they do that? Because they don't want to be facing their own crap. So are you ready to face your own crap? Are you willing to admit if you effed up? Are you willing to own it? Because as soon as you own it, you can let it go. I actually have here a chapter that is called Self-Acceptance. And we worked on procrastination and I gave them homework. All my students, including myself. And I did. So self-acceptance here. When we truly accept ourselves, accepting others becomes easy. You can find it difficult to resonate with other people due to certain qualities and behaviors that demonstrate. This can generate negative feelings like irritations. It's important to realize that other people in this situation are only acting as our mirrors. They are merely reflecting what we don't accept in ourselves. When we can't validate or accept ourselves, we begin to seek this validation from other people. Seeking this validation externally, however, causes us to expend our energy needlessly and give our power away. Once we become aware of it and accept it, we begin to heal. So when you are starting to accept who you are, other people won't bother you because they will not do the things that irritates you. They only irritates us, people irritates us either because they're our mirror or they've done something, because once that you will recognize, oh, I used to do that, you will have compassion. Okay? So once that you start to develop that compassion, you're good. You're really good. And this is where we need to let go of all that external dramas. So what to do in lockdown? Focus on you. Focus on what you want. Ask yourself, what do I need? What do I want? What would I like? What do I need? You're still in survive. I need food. I need shelter. I need warmth. Okay? Very, very basic. Pardon me. When you say, what do I want? You begin to create the dream. Oh, I want this and I want that. And I would like to go on a holiday and I would like to save money and do this. Okay? And when you're saying, what would I like? You have the world as your oyster. You have choices. As soon as you have choices, you're free. As soon as you have choices, you are free. So are you willing to be free? Are you willing to own yourself? Are you willing to be supported not by other people that might disappoint you? How many times did you expect other people to support you and it wasn't even their job? I'm not talking about agreements that you need to have with people and they agree to help you and then they F off. You have every single right to be annoyed. 100%. If someone is promising you and then they don't, effort. So don't allow yourself to be connected for too long with people who keep disappointing you. Tell them, hasta la vista, nice to meet you. Because why do you need to be lifted hoping smash? Why? You don't need to do that. You don't deserve it. You deserve better. So you rely on yourself, and then when you ask from someone to help you, if they don't, you're not fast, okay? I can tell you for the last week and a half I've been waiting to hear about this house. I've been actually got excited, and today I got the answer that it wasn't. But I kept myself very, very low expectation. I said, it's out of my hand. I made the offer. It's nothing to do with me. I can't do anything about it. So once that you realize and once that you are realistic about your expectations, you're good. Because things will not affect you to that level. To the question of why we procrastinate, we might be afraid of success. We might be afraid of disappointment. But really, what we are afraid is ourselves potentially having what we want. Imagine if everything that you want will actually happen. What will you complain about? right? When I ask them, how are you? Oh, I can't complain. You can always complain. There is always complaint. And when they're saying it in a tone of, yes, I can't complain. Well, you're already complaining by the way that you're saying it. Because otherwise you would say that you're feeling awesome, that you're feeling amazing, that you're feeling good. You're feeling shit, but you're working on it. Own it. Don't give me little regular answers. Yes, I'm all right. Are you really okay? Not BS, okay. I'm sorry, I know that I'm very today, but this is really where the fire is, okay? Hey, Jasmine, hey, Harris. This is really where you need to own it. What did you come to this world for? If you came here to make a difference, live that difference. If you came here with a specific mission, bring that mission. Bring who you are and what you are. Why to waste it? A person can be lonely in the middle of the MCG, in the middle of a stadium full of people. But to be alone, it's your own choice. So what is it that you choose to do? How are you going to be your own best friend? Once that you're becoming your own best friend, you don't need anyone. Yes, but why was it emotional day? Is it because that we get disappointed from others? Or is it because we can't deal with things ourselves? Is it because it's generally tired? Once that you're able to decipher why is it that challenging, you'll be able to actually isolate it. You'll be able to feel that there are no emotion attached to it. Does that make sense? You've got this. I'm just here reminding you what you already know. You know what it is to be amazing. You know what it is to be happy. And if you don't know, I'm here to remind you. Besides, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hand. If you're happy and you know it, then you really, what? What's the continuation? You really ought to show it if you're happy and you know it. Clap your hand. So, what do you need to admit for yourself? To yourself, not to anyone else. Either where you effed up or when you are amazing. Look at it from the point of owning it. Look at it from the point of being so proud of who you are and what you are. You have achieved so many amazing things in your life, but you're being so hard on yourself instead of turning it into that inspiration that will keep you going. Make little baby short-term goals. I don't know, if you need to tidy up stuff, tidy up one drawer. Tidy up one shelf. If you need to cull stuff, just cull. Take a bag, cull it. Nice. If you've gained weight, if you lost weight, if you're this, if you're that, it doesn't matter. And then, once that you have connected through to the fact, you're releasing it. You can let it go. Okay? You can be more than your mother. You can be more than your father. You actually need to be more than your mom and dad because guess what? The cost of living is way more expensive when they were younger. So if they made 100,000 in this life, you will have to make 200,000 because it's not enough. Okay? You have to achieve more. Besides, you need to utilize them as an inspiration and as a bar so you can do more and then your kids will achieve more than you. That's how we grow. And even if you don't have children, then your family or your friends, you have to leave some form of legacy. If they choose to do something about it, it's up to them. You have no expectations. It doesn't really matter. Does that make sense to you? We have a sip of water. Now, few of you have written that it was a very emotional few days. You need to ask yourself, is it your emotional or someone else's? Have you been taking, and because, as I said, most of you are empaths, have you been taking other people's energies on you or the world energy on you? I told you, this is why I wear the 3 pendants. My own protection, people's, and the global. What's happening now? It's like, let it be. And I changed them. I don't actually change this one, but that's the selenite. And I have the turquoise just to create subconscious better communication, because that's for the throat chakra, and the tourmaline for the protection. And this is where it is. You need to allow yourself to connect and to still protect yourself. You can't just be willy-nilly. You can't just be walking loose. You have to walk with intention. You have to walk with purpose. This morning I walked with my friend. We have a regular walking date. And again, I smile to people. Morning, 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 morning. Why? To see them smile. Maybe nobody speaks to them. With everyone here in lockdown day 5,077.3, 237 days, but who's counting? It is about us still speaking. I don't care what your opinion about this or that. Respect the other person's opinion. Respect that they are equal. Respect that nobody knows better than each other. Respect their opinion. Agree to disagree. But don't divide yourself from this energy. Okay? How is it already 13 minutes to 10? Okay, any questions? Because we're starting with the cards. Yes, 007, respect. RESPCT. Who wants a reading? Gling, 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 gling. It's reading time. Okay, let us see. And we are now just doing this. And you know what? Sometimes it just doesn't suit to be with someone. Sometimes there is no chemistry, whether it's friendship, whether it's sexual or intimate. Vibration has changed, things have changed. It is what it is, right? Let me just do this. You see, so you have the cards. Guys, if you need a beautiful gift, they're only $44. You can do click and collect. I can send it to you. It is so much fun. This, actually, I can do the bundle. The book and the cards, I can do them for $65. So that's 30, 45. I can do it for 65 for you if you want. You have to remind me. Bundle, 65. Book, cards, and I will dedicate it for you. Capiche? Comprende? Okay. Cassie, you were first. Let me shuffle. What was the song? Every day I'm shuffling. I don't know how I have such high energy. I wanted to go to bed before, but I almost did the session from bed, by the way. Cassie, happiness. Let's see it this way. Can you see it? Happiness. I am now. Say with me. You can all say with me. So this is the beauty of these cards with this affirmation. They're all for amazing. Oh, by the way, I'm going to do for October, which is tomorrow, I'm going to do a special fun campaign. And if you have any of my products, right? Any of my products, I don't need you to buy, whatever. If you have them, no, I'm not telling you, okay? Take a selfie of you and the product, tag Soul Alchemist Collection on Insta, and there is going to be a raffle. You can win one of 2 vouchers of $50 to get anything of my product, service, whatever. So if you have any of my products, whether it's my book, my cards, my scents, my any, take a photo, send it, tag me, and you're in. If you're not tagged, how will I know that you've done it? So Cassie, I am now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. Okay? Amazing. Elizabeth, Ramat Gan. Elizabeth, it's time to reassess and be conscious. I'm now willing, ready, and able to assess my life and to find my true calling. Capisha? Okay, let's see who was from here. We had few people here on Insta. Who was the first one? Claudia. Claudia, you are processing. My processing methods are fast and accurate. My brain is now enjoying this freedom. And that comes from Revive, Thrive, Patience, which is something that I don't really have much. Okay, Bernice. Nurturing. It's time to nurture yourself. I now nurture myself and others with love. So perhaps you were too hard on yourself. Start to put more love into it, okay? Annabelle. What's that, Cluff? Annabelle. Success. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways to success. How appropriate. I have the magic touch. Woo! Done. Okay, next, Catherine. קלפים של המכשפה, נו. It's the witch's cards. Catherine, my expression, it's about expression. My expression is now full of positive energy that fills me up with joy and positivity. Hallelujah. Barbara, who is asleep, but now she'll be awake. Universal love, you were right. I now feel universal love in every cell of my body. Imagine if we all feel that. So amazing. Okay, Angela Vlasa, breaking free. You are breaking free. I'm now willing, ready, and able to thrive. You see what achievement you get there every week? It just gets better and better, right? Live. Encouraged. I want you to be encouraged. I now feel encouraged and excited about living my life to its fullest potential. What did we speak about? Find what you want for you, right? Baxter, I know you're there. Baxter, you need to be more agile. So I am agile and now choose to adjust to life changes effortlessly. Get out of bed and move and walk to the shops rather than drive. Great. Um, Amanda. No more sadness. I now choose to lift my sadness and fill myself with joy. I'm going to get you another card for that. Yeah, because you're wanting to change. You are wanting to change. I now realize that change is important. So you need to check what it is that you need to change, yeah? To my evolution, it is safe to change. Sometimes we are stuck in that comfort zone and it's really, really challenging us, you know? Um, 007, did I not read you a card? But here's another one. I am a light worker. I am a light worker. My body is in its perfect expression. Each of my cells and every strand of my DNA are now in ultimate condition. How good is that? Um, Haruka bird here. Haruka, you're balanced. It is happening. I'm now in full balance in every area of my life. And even if you're not, and even if you don't feel it, that is what is coming up for you. Lori. Lori. Is it Lori or Loredana? Huh? Lori, a role model. Whether you believe it or not, I am now willing, ready, and able to be a positive example. You are a role model more than you think that you are. Samantha, the goddess, priestess, here we go. You're all welcome. Joy. We're living in joy. I'm now willing, ready, and able to have and be the joy of my life. What was the song? And I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. Da, 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 nothing. Okay, who else? Who else? Oh my God, indeed. Sophia Scabana. Coming into the light. I am now a part of the Universal Light Collective family. What do you reckon? Should I just work in the touch lotto and do that? No, I'm not. Don't worry. But I'm so excited for each and every one of you just to pull those. Ellie, would you like a card? כל הדרך לישראל. Ellie, integration, integratia. And I choose to live my integrated life to its fullest potential. חיים לפוטנציאל המלא. Who else? If you don't ask me, I won't do it. What, Francis, aren't you? Francis, just ask. That's good. Francis, one for you. You are so worthy. So I am now worthy of love and all the good in the world. There you go. I am now worthy of love and all the good in the world. And this card for me, thank you, Francis. Empowerment. Have I empowered you today? I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. Who wrote those cards? I have no idea. Me. Okay. Helen, Yesusita, Elenika, nourishment. I'm now willing, ready, and able to move my body. Yeah, she's a walker. Eat healthy. She's an amazing cook. Nourishing foods and be hydrated. I guess you just need to drink more water, right? Okay, did I miss anyone else? Savion, are you with us on here? Savion? Sometimes you're unmotivated and motivated. It is time to say, I am now willing, ready, and able to be motivated and bring the spark back into my life. How good is that? Oh, thank you, Cassie. You have empowered me and made me feel calm. I need you to feel cool, calm, and collected. And you've got the best jobs now, right? So this is where you feel worthy and you know that you are worthy. You will get that worthiness. You will get so much more than what your old self was thinking. You know, you're most welcome, Cassie. Thank you so much. I'm feeling very honored. And, you know, even though I've been doing this work for 20 years, I'm still humbled from each and every person that comes to see me, whether it's in person or virtually or from here or from another country. I am so honored and flattered that you picked me to help you and to support you. And this is my dedication for you, to you, to keep on bettering myself and to take as much action as I can to keep clearing my vessel. And if it's not clear or if I say BS, please flag me. Flag me. There's no ego about it. It's only opportunities to clear and opportunities to clear. So if you are fighting with someone, see, why are you fighting? Is it something about you? Is it something about them? Is it something that you have changed the vibration or not? Right? So this is where we need to shift the internal BS. That's when we are manifesting the external BS. Okay? And we always have to be able to call our own crap. I swear so much. I'm sorry. But it requires a song. Everyone with me. I swear by the moon. No, we're not. People ask me to sing, but I might one day. Forever and more. I don't know every bit. Anyway, fulfilled is the way to go. It's enough now. It's like 10 o'clock. I'd better go to bed. I'm now willing, ready, and able to live my fullest expression of myself. You see, no one else, just you for yourself. So here's my question for you. What are you willing to do for yourself during next week and to enable yourself? I'm looking for a way to live, for yourself to be empowering for you, to own something, and to take that energy to yourself. I own those white hair, by the way, but I hide them, but I own them. um, so, what are you willing to? It's the beginning. It's the beginning of the energy, and you should actually just allow yourself to say, this is it, this is who I am, this is what I am. Go for it. You don't need it anymore. You don't want it. You going and getting it. My cat princess is like, and Beauty is there too. So, any last words? Any last questions? Sorry, Bailey. Next time, come an hour earlier. Anything? Any questions? I'm here for you. You're willing to stay strong. Yeah, write to me. Let's write those commitments. What are you willing to do next week to stay in your power and to own yourself? I can tell you, if I have wronged someone or if I have done something wrong, I will apologize always. If someone will harm me or hurt me, sometimes it takes me a long time to actually heal from it because my energy is so sensitive. So I'll still be polite, but my heart might still hurt. So I'm trying to fill it up with lots of love. So you need to see where you are at, okay? And how you are. Okay, me too. Love you all. Come on, give me some little last zzz. Oh, thank you, Annabelle, for saying that. Okay, you get reactive towards your mom. She has a bit of a narcissism. Identify it. You don't have to follow for it. So what are you willing to do about it? Are you going to change the energy? Here, I'm going to change the filter just for the end of it because we can, right? I'm so happy. I didn't meet you, did I? Do I know you, Claudia? I don't think so. So, I love you all, and I'm sending you so much love. Eli, אני הולכת להתקשר אליך. I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you happy new energy. The how everything, yes, stay strong. Come on, good. Sell one used 100, a husband for 45 years, best offer. Let's say, for sell one? I don't understand. I'm willing to own your own guilt. Good. For not able to school your kids. Excuse me, you're a psychologist, you're not a teacher. You can only do your best. You can't do anything more than the best. Okay? Claudia, write to me. Tell me about that pain that you have. I'll see if I can support you. Okay, guys, love you all. Eva, you came an hour too late. We're finishing now. Okay. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Love you all. Take care. Lots of love. I'm going to put it now on my YouTube channel. Okay? Love and light. Bye-bye.